Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP has pulled back to $1.50. And I have to tell you, as somebody who's been holding XRP for over 7 years now, it's beautiful that I can even say that. The fact that I can see it pulled back to $1.50. I've held this coin when it was as low as 10 cents. And it was only that low for a very brief moment in time, but it happened. And as it dipped, actually, I did my best to snatch up some more XRP. You can never perfectly time the bottom, but I was able to purchase it for 15 cents, which is the lowest I ever purchased XRP for. But I'll just say this. To me, it seems very clear that XRP is inevitable. I mean, inevitably, we'll reach an inflection point where the normies enter the space. And I'm going to show you some signs in the beginning part of the video because it's happening. So I'm talking about the typical lemming retail speculators out there, and they will throw money at everything in the space, including XRP, and XRP will hit a new all-time high. That's the inflection point that we're waiting for, and there are signs we're getting closer. I'm going to show you. And if you think on a longer time frame, it's already clear, crystal clear, that XRP is one of the long-term winners. And look, it's already been over a decade that XRP's existed, and it's always been in the top 10 coins by market cap. Coincidence? I don't think so. And it's only showing signs of further adoption. Look, there's no logical reason today to think that XRP fundamentals won't be stronger 10 years from now. Assuming this persists, like there aren't any cracks in the armor is what I'm saying. So if a decade from now, the XRP's in shambles, then there's no reason, like there's no logic that would lead you at this moment in time to think that will be the outcome. There simply isn't. So anyway, plenty to share with you, but before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 12:59 p.m. Central Time, which is my time zone. Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. Again, XRP at $1.50. 24-hour high of $1.62. Man, happens fast. And you'll note here, for those who look at the screen anyway, this morning, just a few hours ago, roughly, XRP went from $1.56, quickly dropped to $1.44. Oh my God, is the sky falling? Is this a fake pump for XRP? What are we doing? No, that's not what's happening. This is normal volatility in crypto. And if you just watch this, because this is a 24-hour chart for XRP on your screen here. Watch me flip to Bitcoin and look at the right end of the screen, okay? This part matches where I'm circling. Let me flip back and forth between the two. You see on the right of this 24-hour chart, see how XRP dropped at the same time that Bitcoin dropped? That's because Bitcoin led the market. This happens all the time. There's nothing wrong with XRP. Sometimes if Bitcoin goes down, XRP is just going to follow. And that happens a large percentage of the time. There's nothing weird about it. At the exact same time, though, look at this. Bitcoin dropped from $98,500 roughly down to the 24-hour low of roughly $97,400, something like that. It looks the same at the end. We should not be surprised. None of this matters. This is regular volatility. It has nothing to do with whether or not XRP is going to hit a new all-time high. It's just the type of stuff that can intimidate people if they're leveraged or if they're new to crypto or who knows. If they put more money than they can afford to lose, that's the type of stuff. But this is not something to be afraid of, which isn't to say we can't go lower. What I'm saying is if we go lower in the short term, it doesn't matter. And I'm saying this as somebody who has seen literally every up and down for XRP and Bitcoin on basically a daily basis for 7 years. It doesn't matter. The crypto pie gets bigger. We trend upwards, and we're in a bull market. This is not a time to freak out. And I saw this article. Oh, it's kind of cute. This is from Coinpedia. I just wanted to briefly mention this. I'm not even going to read it. I just want to make a point on this. 3 reasons why XRP price could explode and hit $10 soon. The price gonna explode to 10? Yeah, okay. So here's the things they cite. Again, not reading the article, but there's the 3 bullet points there. XRP for payments, revolutionizing transactions. XRP and tokenization, new digital asset opportunities. XRP and DeFi, paving the way for decentralized finance. And so because of these things, now XRP go to $10. That is not how this works. That is not how this works out. Let me tell you how it works in a nutshell here, okay? Because look, this article, such a basic article like this, it's designed for the clueless masses. It is. And look, I used to be clueless myself, so I don't say that to the people who don't know in a disparaging way. Like, I jumped in 7 years ago and I didn't know, like, to what degree stuff like this would matter in the actual moment that we're in a bull market. And to what degree it's just people making idiotic decisions. So let me just quickly break it down for you. And it'd be, it's always fun to have longer conversations about this topic too. But look, these fundamentals are not what drive mania and ridiculous high prices for any crypto, Bitcoin, or XRP, you name it, in these cycles. It's just not. The fundamentals are not what does it. I don't care what anybody says, they're wrong if they say otherwise. But that's not to say fundamentals don't matter. Oh, they matter tremendously, actually. You see, the fundamentals are what help to ensure the long-term viability. So for instance, when I jumped into crypto and I started learning about XRP, I was like, holy shit, this thing's actually useful, so it's probably not going to go away. And I think that's a really good way to look at things, because utility matters and ultimately will win the day. So you have people like me, and there's no shortage of people like me. You may be one of them, where you're like, hey, XRP is actually used in enterprise-grade software on a daily basis. Hey, the technology actually works. It can do what Satoshi Nakamoto wanted Bitcoin to do, which is to be used as a peer-to-peer cash system. It actually works. Effectively free transactions, they're so cheap, and effectively real-time settlement. 3 to 5 seconds, bam, it just works. And you can't do that with Bitcoin on layer 1. You just can't. So there's all sorts of reasons people like me are like, whoa, and we gravitate towards XRP. Totally logical. But that sets the baseline, because there are people like us that get it and we have conviction and we just won't sell. And I'm one of those people for sure. And there's a ton of us out there, clearly. That's kept XRP in the top 10 coins by market cap. But what I'm saying is, yeah, we set the baseline, but then when mania starts and the normies jump in, and people who haven't been paying attention to crypto and they're trying to get a handle on what's going on, when they see a green candle, they're not in-depth researching XRP or any coin. They're throwing money at whatever has a green candle and acting like humans behave every time there's mania in any run ever in any asset class. It's just how humans behave. So that's what creates the bubbles. But then, each cycle draws in more and more people. So there are people that knew about XRP half a decade before me, and they believed in it back then. And then I jumped in, late 2017, because I saw mainstream media attention. It got my attention. Mainstream media got my attention. And I am one of the people that stuck around, though. There's a certain percentage of people that stuck around. So all that to say, the fundamentals, they matter, but don't think for a second crap like this is what's going to drive your coin to price so-and-so. That's not how this works. We just want more people to jump in and let humans behave like humans behave every damn cycle. Which is why if you think XRP is not going to perform, you are out of your damn mind. Look at what the chart analysts are saying. Their cases are compelling. And take a look at this. As far as the normies coming in, take a look at this. This is from the blockchain backer. And he posted this morning, 6:50 a.m. My time zone, Central Time. And this is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. And he said, reflecting back on this moment in 2021, when altcoin market cap was closing above the 702, and here we are trying. So folks, it's the same moment. So he reposted something, same topic, different market cycle from January 31st, 2021. And he's saying, here we are at that moment, trying to get through. Now, check this out, though, as neat as that is. He shared this also. He says, which, if you don't know, was right there. Okay, so that's the moment that he was talking about in January of 2021. See that? That was the moment we're trying to break above. And then look at what happened. Look at what happened afterwards. That's the moment we find ourselves in. The best is yet ahead. So, and again, this is the entire crypto asset class excluding Bitcoin. That's everything else. Rocketing to the upside. That's what we have in the coming months if history is to rhyme with itself. And yeah, you better believe XRP is going to be a part of it. It is unshackled this time as opposed to last market cycle when it was being attacked by the SEC. Way fewer people invested in XRP as a result of that scariness. There is no such burden this time. And it is coiled so much longer as a result of this and that's why you're seeing the strength you've seen for XRP over the last few weeks. That's exactly why. That's exciting as hell. It's coming for XRP, folks. Take a look at this post from Stock Money Lizards. In the past 3 weeks, Tether has gained $10 billion in market cap, accompanied with Bitcoin and altcoin market cap increases. Most don't realize what this means, but it is huge, and it is the beginning of the hype. Normies are starting to buy stables with fiat in order to jump on the leaving train. Well, that is how it goes every cycle, is it not? And there are more signs. I mean, take a look at this too. We'll see if this continues this way, but there's this post from chart analyst Moonshilla, shared this with his 149,800 followers on X. Bitcoin dominance printing the first lower low since months. Alt season is here. So I don't know if most analysts think that's calling it too soon or not, but he seems to think that that's a very strong indicator. And I say fair enough. It's certainly fair to point out at a bare minimum here. Because you do want to see that. You want Bitcoin dominance to decrease, which isn't to say that the price can't go up. The price for Bitcoin can keep going up while its market dominance decreases as more money flows into altcoins. That is what you want to see. And so he's saying, we just saw our first lower low in a while. And fair enough. Here's Charting Guy talking about Bitcoin dominance, which is crucial. If you think, be aware of this. If you want your alts to run, track this. Charting Guy says, over the next few weeks, I expect Bitcoin dominance to break this 536-day uptrend, making altcoins pop off even more than they already are. And you can see, so this right here where I'm circling right now, this is what a Moonchill in the previous post was showing was the lower low. Now, Charting Guy is saying, hey, watch for this here. And, look at the trend line. So it's true. Like, historically, it just is true. As Bitcoin dominance breaks down, everything else goes up dramatically. It's just the rotation of money. People take profits from Bitcoin and they shove them into everything else. Large caps, and they'll take profits from a large cap after a major green candle, and then they'll throw that into a mid cap that hasn't run, so on and so forth. And so, of course, if you think XRP is not going to be a part of that, that's why I'm like, you just are a functional idiot, basically. Here's a post from Charting Guy. Quick XRP update. Rejected where expected. As I've been saying, this level is very strong resistance, as we couldn't break it with a weekly close last cycle, and because of that, we could shop around here for a few weeks or so. And so I'll just pause and note, if we do have to chop around for a few weeks, oh no, we have to chop around near $1.50. Oh no, sadness. Most of when I've been holding XRP my entire life, it's been like, I don't know what the average price would be, but pretty damn low, well under $1, of course. And so chopping around for a few weeks in a bull run, not going to make me sad. Definitely not going to make me sad. I will happily wait for this to continue to the upside, because I can't control the time anyway. I've always just believe that at some inevitable point, some unknown point in the future, yes, XRP hits a new all-time high, interest price discovery melts faces. I've had that conviction for close to 7 years now. Anyway, then he says 91 cents to $1.61 is the golden pocket and is your accumulation zone. Not saying we dip to 91 cents, but it's a possibility to keep in mind. $1.30 and $1.21 are your next areas of interest that could provide support, but never count on a further dip. This can always be bought up back to highs in the blink of an eye. I'm not speculating on short-term moves or making guesses, though, just holding and being patient, as I believe we go much higher in the coming months. All key levels marked, treat them as support and resistance areas. Once we break above the 786, which is $1.61, on a weekly close, all-time high is almost inevitable, and things start getting bat S-word crazy. Yes. So even if we do see a pullback, which is plausible, I don't know if it's going to happen. I won't care though. I'll put out some Moon Lambo hot jams on the YouTubes to soothe your weary souls if that happens, because I will not be freaking out. This is normal. It's to be expected in a bull run. XRP is not going to go up perfectly in a straight line. It ain't going to happen. And there will be pullbacks to shake people out. All the lettuce hands. That's going to happen. I will not be fazed by that in the least. Hell, I've been doing this over 7 years. Trust me, there's not a thing that can happen price-wise that is going to scare me into selling. There's not a single freaking thing that can happen. Not even the SEC shakeout got rid of me, okay? I'm here to stay. You can't get rid of me. Unless you want to entice me with higher prices, then you can get rid of me and I'll sell everything at the right price, sure. You can get rid of me that way, but not by the prices going lower. No, that's the wrong way. I ain't going to do that. So, yeah, there's some key resistance around $1.61. But what about the 2021 all-time high? Somebody named Lee asked him that. He says, is that resistance at $1.95? How strong is that? Which is about where the all-time high was, depending on what market you're talking about. Because XRP in certain exchanges did hit above $2, actually. So anyway, Charting Guy responded and said, that's just to last cycle local high. It's actually not as strong resistance as $1.61 and can be easily blasted through. Okay, so he's acknowledging that the 2021 high is resistance. He's saying that the resistance we're at now is way stronger. There's a lot more people ready to sell at that level. So if we blast through that, it'll be easier to blast through $2, and then there's thin air from there, as analysts have stated, all the way up to the all-time high. Lots to look forward to, not a time to be freaking out. It's a time to be very excited. As far as I'm concerned, and I, I admit I don't know what's going to happen in terms of actual price action, but to me it just seems like XRP is clearly inevitable in terms of hitting a new all-time high this market cycle. And I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be even stronger in terms of fundamentals and market valuation a decade out from here. Why wouldn't it? If there would have to be something come in and change that none of us could foresee. But in terms of what we have, in terms of available public information, the trajectory should lead any rational person to believe this is only going to get bigger and bigger as years pass. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.